Hi, everyone. Welcome to Guided Angel Meditation Group. I am Psychic Medium Leslie Ward, which you already know since you're logging on to my channel. And I'm so happy that we are able to get together remotely for those of you who are new to me, new to Guided Angel Meditation. This is a group that I have been hosting for 6 years now. And for me to skip a beat, it would just not feel right at all. So I'm happy that we can all go live and be connecting virtually. So if you are logged into your account, feel free to type messages and stuff. We'll wait a few minutes before we actually dive into the meditation, but I want to make sure everybody is comfortable. I am actually streaming from my bedroom, so I'm obviously in a comfy place, and I want you to feel relaxed and comfortable throughout this process as well. If you have your phones on, I would obviously go ahead and turn the ringer off. Guided meditation can last anywhere from 30 minutes to over an hour. I have, as I'm talking, I'm already connected to my guides, and I am getting information that it's going to be on the more condensed end tonight. But we will go ahead and start streaming that meditation few minutes. I do want to take a moment to give a shout out to everyone who donated and will continue to donate to, hi everybody, to Throw a Dog a Bone. It's an awesome rescue organization that was created by a woman named Sally. Thank you. By a woman named Sally Smith here in Austin, and it mostly serves rural South Texas shelter animals and stray animals as well. But this is a great dog rescue group, and the irony of it all is that Sally herself has been attacked by a dog before, and yet she never stopped caring about these animals. And whether you're a dog person or not, that these animals are meant to help us heal. All animals are. So she started this group about 2 years ago, and even if you can't donate to them, just having awareness of them, following them on Instagram, stuff like that, that means something too. And so for everybody who did donate or who has given any attention to them at all, we appreciate it. Has a Amazon wish list. So if you would like to visit that, they take donations, not just of money, but time and energy, dog food, collars, all of that good stuff. So check them out if you have opportunity to. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for giving little shout outs. And yes, I am so excited. Response, able to hear me? I'm going to bring my mic a little closer. Okay. So we're going to get started in just a minute here with the actual meditation, but I'm going to take another moment just to sort of reiterate what guided angel meditation is for those of you who don't know. In this event, I channel a live meditation. I don't know what the meditation, Brenda, I can see that you're on. Okay. Hi. Hi, Christy. Guided Angel Meditation Group, again, I started over 6 years ago. And for a few years, it was something I did every month on the second Friday of the month. Now it's every other month. And so we are holding true to that by meeting virtually tonight. In this whole situation, basically what happens is I channel angels and other loving guides to come through and walk us through a journey style meditation. So that's why there's some wiggle room as to how long it can last, because it's a different journey every time that we do it. But in every journey, we receive energy healing, chakra healing, balancing, and we receive some sort of message, if you will, from our loving guides. We also get to hopefully meet some of our guides in meditation as well. And while everybody may not experience the same visuals, it doesn't mean that you won't get an elevated experience, because even though we are connecting virtually, we are still connecting. And as I'm talking right now, I'm getting the concept of a pyramid of light that is being created, a network, if you will, to help elevate all of our vibrations throughout this experience. So even if you need to sit, lay down, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable throughout this experience, please go ahead and do that, because we are about to begin. But rest assured, you will have an elevated experience because combining onto this network. So if you are new to meditation, I would recommend probably laying down for the experience, so long as you won't, but make sure that you are comfortable, supported, and relaxed. Okay. Dog. There will be dogs available. I know that there will. So just stay patient, and hopefully you'll get to find some through Throw a Dog a Bone. Just stay posted with them. Okay, so everybody go ahead and get comfortable. Let's begin. I'm going to dim my lights and get everything ready here. So wherever you are, I want you to go ahead and begin by taking a few deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another deep cleansing breath in through the nose, trying to fully expand your lungs and your abdomen with each inhalation before fully releasing all of the air that's being held within. Let's go ahead and do this 3 more times. Nice deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. With your next breath in, I want you to bring a deep breath in and hold it for 3 seconds. And then release. Going at your own comfortable pace. And then 1 more deep cleansing breath in, this time holding for 5 seconds. And exhaling fully. Allow your breath to move into a more comfortable rhythm as you feel your body becoming increasingly relaxed. Allow your physical body to move deeper into your seat, your mat, your bed, growing heavier with each breath in and out. And as you focus on your physical state and on your breath, you sink deeper into relaxation, becoming more aware of your space, of your body, of the energy that you're holding within and that which surrounds you. And as you focus on being more present, a beautiful white light begins to move down from the sky, past the clouds, through the atmosphere, moving down closer to your ceiling, through the roof, and now moving just a few feet above your head, where it expands its light out around you to completely wash over the space, the objects, everything that is within your immediate vicinity, washing over your body, clearing away any low vibrations, any negativity, before sending a beam of light straight down through the top of your head that moves through your face, into your neck, out through your shoulders, all the way down your arms to reach your fingertips, down through your chest, into your abdomen, your hips, down through your legs, past your knees, your ankles, all the way to the tips of your toes, before the light exits the bottom of your feet and moves down through the earth, growing deep and wide in its reach, before moving down all the way into the center of the earth, where it finds the crystalline center of Mother Earth Gaia, binding the light, the energy with that of Mother Earth, and expanding a rainbow of light from the crystal core that bounces back up through the channel of white light, up through the dirt, the rocks, the rubble, all of the earth below, before moving up through the bottom of your feet, past your ankles, knees, into your hips and pelvis, up into your abdomen and chest, reaching all the way out to your fingertips, and then moving up through your neck, your face, the top of your head, and combining back up to that beam of source light that's hovering several feet above you. You can feel the light as it pulsates and tingles throughout your body, giving you differentiation between the energy body, the light body, and your physical state. As you feel this energy pulsating throughout your body, you can begin to feel a slight lifting from your heart space, starting to pull you up into the channel of light. You are safely moving up into the light, as I've already called in the angels, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, to stand around in a circle of protection, peace, love, and light to surround each and every one of you. And as you move up into this channel, you can see yourself lifting up from your present physical state. You are safely leaving the physical state to move up into the channel of light. And soon the room, the space, all of the objects that were surrounding you begin to dissolve as you realize that all that surrounds you is a bright, beautiful, warm light. You can feel your energy as it continues to move up through this channel, with a gentle pull lifting you further and further away from the physical realm. You may get a peek at the clouds as you move by, and the stars as you reach through space, raising your vibration and moving you up through the channel in a place of comfort, peace, and security. As you move up through the channel, you float freely, completely relaxed. And as you do so, you notice that off in the distance, in the direction in which you are being pulled, another bright light begins to emerge. There's nothing frightening about this. Everything within this channel is pure, loving energy. And as you watch this light, you grow closer and closer to it. You begin to notice that it takes the shape of a doorway. A soft blue light begins to emerge from it. And as you look, you notice that a handle is taking shape. And you may even see elements of light being carved into the door. By now, you feel as though you are floating directly to it, just several feet away. You begin to extend your hand in preparation to meet the doorknob. And as you do, you give it a gentle turn, where you are met with the brightest of light and a warm vibration that gently pulls you through the doorway. And as you set your feet down, you realize that your feet have landed upon the softest sand your toes have ever touched. Looking down at your feet, you see that powdery white sand rubbing between your toes, and you feel the warmth of it as it radiates up into your body. You realize as you look around that you're standing on a wide beach, that the ocean surrounds you with clear, perfect blue water. And as you look off in the distance, you can see a school of dolphins swimming by. You can hear their squeals as they communicate. And you feel the vibration of the warm sun dancing on your skin. You take in the smell of the ocean air, so fresh and pure in your lungs. Behind you, a tropical landscape exists. And as you turn toward it, you see beautiful palm trees and coconut trees, all different shapes and sizes of palm leaves and elephant ears, birds of paradise. A beautiful landscape, very lush and thick. And although the ocean is so beautiful and pure before you, you notice that there's a path that you can see running through the lush greenery. You feel excited to go inside and explore this tropical paradise that lies before you. And as you reach the edge of the landscape, you reach out to touch the different leaves. As you take your first steps in, there's sweet smells coming out of tropical fruits and flowers. And the leaves of the elephant ears and the different palms have that soft, waxy feel. And even though you're getting a slight canopy from the warmth of the sun, you're comfortable as you continue moving along this path. You begin to notice large lava rocks lining the sides of the path. And you begin to become eager to explore what lies ahead. The path winds a bit, and you just continue to follow, still feeling that soft powder at your toes, and the warmth of the energy that surrounds you, almost as if it's hugging you, embracing you, leading you along this journey. As you reach around the next bend, you notice that there is a clearing ahead. But as you look around, you see so many beautiful sights, all the tropical flora and fauna that surround you, a perfect little paradise, a fire pit off to your side, a gentle stream moving into the center of what looks like a natural spring, a hot spring. This excites you the most. And as you make your way over in your bare feet, reaching the edge of the hot spring, you dip your toes into the water. It feels warm and welcoming. And so you decide to disrobe, letting your garments fall off to the side. You sit gently down on the edge of the hot spring pool, and then gently move your body into the warm water. As you sink down in, you feel the energy. Immediately, it begins to cleanse your vibration, clearing away any stress that you carried in from your day, from the week, from your current circumstance. With every moment that slips by, you feel more at peace, with greater relaxation, less stress. And you feel the energy of that water as it dances on your skin, moving all around you. You can feel the nips of little fish down at your toes too. And as you lean back, you feel as though this space creates the perfect seat for you to relax, reclined, with a place to rest your head, slightly elevating your knees. And you allow yourself to lean back and close your eyes, just feeling the vibration of the purest water you've ever felt in your life, moving around your body, embracing you, energizing you as it clears you as well. As you sink deeper and deeper into relaxation, you can feel the energy within your own body beginning to stir. And as you become so embedded into this space and entwined in the moment, your chakras begin to naturally open up to reveal the red light in your root chakra down in your pelvis, the orange light of your sacral chakra below the navel, the yellow light of your solar plexus chakra just below the diaphragm, the green energy from your heart chakra in your chest, the blue light from your throat, the indigo from your brow, and the violet light of the crown chakra just above the top of your head. You witness as the light of your chakra energy opens and expands around you, so much so that the light of the pool begins to illuminate a rainbow of colors. In the root chakra, the water is purifying anything that makes you feel ungrounded, anything that makes you feel insecure is now being released. And from the sacral chakra, the orange chakra, the water is clearing away all the low vibrations that are blocking you from feeling passionate about life, passionate about your cause, about your reasons for being here. And if for any reason you feel as though you do not deserve abundance, now is the time to let that go. The yellow solar plexus is getting washed over now, opening up to help you release any negative energy that blocks you from recognizing your power, your value, your worth. Helping you to let go of judgment of the self as well as others. And in your green heart chakra, as it begins to be washed, cleansed, cleared of low energy, you release any feelings of sadness, any feelings as though you do not deserve unconditional love. Opening you up so that you can receive that from yourself as well as from others. And as you move up to the blue throat chakra, you feel the energy as it opens and oozes out anything that's blocking you from being able to speak your truth or communicate with love and integrity. The energy swirls around your brow chakra as it opens up to let go of anything that's blocking you from expanding upon your imagination, from connecting to your own intuition, higher self-knowledge and wisdom, helping you let go of stress, tension, anxiety, anything that keeps you from feeling connected and grounded to your truth. And the tingling on top of your head, you feel as the violet crown chakra releases any energy that keeps you from receiving in alignment with the light, blocking you from finding the silver linings of your circumstance, from feeling connected to others, including your guides, so that you can open up and receive the light and receive the connection to your higher self and your guides, the growth that you can acquire from finding the beauty and the grace in all that you experience, present and past. You feel the energy from all 7 chakras as it continues to just weep from your being. And you recognize that the energy of the warm pool around you is expanding. It's moving with greater pace, washing away all of those low vibrations so that we can rebuild your chakra energy and balance you from head to toe. Still relaxed in your safe place, you feel the gentle touch on your shoulders of a loving guide who encourages you to continue to keep your eyes closed. And as you do, you can feel a pulsating energy moving down from their hands into your being. As your guide is moving their energy through you, you can feel all of this energy that's circulating around and within you is becoming more balanced. You can feel that all of the energy rotates in sync, and that from crown down to root, your energy is in perfect harmony. He places his hands on top of your head, and as he does so, you feel this anchor of light move all the way down through your being. And in the red root chakra, he enhances your connection to structure, safety, security, patience, and the ability to manifest. His attention moves to your sacral chakra, where he enhances your connection with your sensuality, your sexuality, your passion, and abundance, creating that awareness that not only can you manifest abundance, but that you deserve abundance too. And as he moves up to your solar plexus chakra, you feel that energy tingling as he reminds you of the confidence, power, value, and worth that lies within you. Not only from this lifetime, but the ability to tap into that power and that value from lifetimes even in the past. And he brings focus now to your heart space, sending a wave of strong energy into your heart, pushing away that sadness, that low energy, and expanding upon your desire to connect to yourself, unconditional love, to the ability to create joy within your life, to recognize the joy that you already have surrounding you, and to let it truly sink in. He connects you with the ability to create peace within the heart space and harmony, and anchors you in love. You can feel his hands move down to your throat space. And as he places one hand on either side of your throat, you can feel the energy as it swirls around, seeing the infinity symbol being created within that space as you tap into the truth of who you are, your ability to speak it with clarity, to understand other person's communication as well as they learn to speak their own truth. And he brings his hands up now to your brow. And for some, he is sending a shockwave into the pineal gland, sending strong vibrations throughout your head, perhaps a pulsating of energy too, as he creates a stronger connection of you in this physical world experience to your higher self wisdom and knowledge, to the expansion of your intuition and your imagination, giving you the tools to help you release the stress and the burdens that plague your mental space, and reminding you of the ability to use your throat chakra to help you release those things that you're holding on to, taking up that valuable space in the brow. And next, he moves up to the crown chakra, where he creates a definite connection, not only to the higher self, but to all of your loving guides, the angels, spirit, all the beings of the light, opening you up so that you can receive their guidance, their connection, understanding the truth of that connection with the awareness that we are all one, that you are never alone, that you can always find the beauty even in the darkest of days, giving you the ability to move through this life gracefully and with serenity. He brings his hands down as if to wash any residue away from your body. And you feel a ripple in the water as if a tide is moving through. You open your eyes to see your beautiful, loving guide staring down upon you. And you turn so that you can meet your guide face to face. If this guide is new to you, take a moment and ask them for a name. Ask them why they're here to help you today. Your guide lovingly extends his hand to help you out of the warm pool. And he hands you your robes to help you get dressed. And just like magic, you go from being wet to dry instantly, able to don your garbs. Taking your guide's hand, you make your way over to the fire pit, just a few feet away. He encourages you to sit on a stool of stone, and then he takes a seat right next to you. As you sit in front of the fire, your guide encourages you to look deeply into the flames. If there is anything that you feel has been blocking you in your physical lifetime, a negative relationship, a certain circumstance, an issue from your past, perhaps that you haven't been able to fully release, your guide is encouraging you to take that energy now and move it from your head, move it from your heart space, and create a ball of light filled with this energy in the palms of your hands. You may visualize a photograph of a memory or of a person and attach your sadness to it. Whatever feels right to you, allow yourself to pull that low energy, that sadness, pain out from your being. Place it in your hands and then gently offer it to the flames. As you watch this energy dissolve in the flames, you resolve to release it. If it's sadness, you reverberate. I release sadness and sadness releases me. If it's anger, I release anger and anger releases me. If it's a person, a relationship, you say, I let you go in peace and love, just as you let go of me in peace and love. And if it's having compassion and forgiveness for yourself, I embrace compassion and forgiveness as compassion and forgiveness embraces me. Allow yourself to let go of any emotions that you need to. As you feel the loving embrace of your guide wrapping his arms around you, he places his hands around you and brings one to your heart. reminding you of the peace that's within, the unconditional love, and the light that you hold, that no one can ever take away from you, and that you always have the strength to rebuild. Your guide brings his hands down to yours, and he folds your two hands together. He looks at you and gives a reminder that your truth lies within your heart. And so long as you always remember who you are, everything will be all right. As he opens your hands, he reveals a beautiful gift that he blesses unto you. And gently, he helps to raise you to your feet. Take a moment to ask him now any questions that you may have. Even if you are not fully able to see your guide in this very moment, still ask your questions. As you prepare to say your goodbyes, he wraps his loving arms around you once again. And as he holds you in this time, you feel those vibrations of knowing, of loving, feelings that you've felt before, a presence that you've met before. Take a moment and say your goodbyes. And as you do so, a gentle wind moves through, and just as quickly as your guide arrived, he moves away with the wind. Sparkles of light, angelic essence as it moves through the sky. And you find yourself alone in this beautiful paradise. You make your way back over to the path, giving one more glance to the beautiful spring, to the natural hot tub and the fire pit, to the gorgeous flowers and the canopy of tropical trees. And slowly you begin to make your way along the path. As you weave around the path, you can feel your energy body wrapping up like a blanket being secured around you. You feel a deeper level of peace, stronger vibrations of love and self-awareness and compassion. The release that you received here today is exactly what you needed. As your guides and your higher self knows exactly what's right for you at all times. As you make your way back out to the beach, your feet in the warm sand, you notice the door off to your left, and you make your way over to it. Placing your hand on the handle, you take in one last deep cleansing breath of that beautiful salty air. So pure in your lungs, so healing. And as you make your way through the door, you get lifted up once again from your feet as the light gently begins to pull you back away from this beautiful sanctuary, moving you back towards the earth plane, to the physical realm, where you are to return to life, to family, to friends, to home. Okay. You should feel a stronger presence of your physical body at this time. As you're growing closer and closer to your body, some of you already beginning to sink back in. Allow yourself to completely move back into your physical being. Gently coming back into your space. Back into your body. Giving yourself a good wiggle of the toes. As you relax back into your space. Opening your eyes as you see fit. Okay. So usually this is where I would take Q&A about your experiences. And if anybody wants to write their experiences in on the comments, you're more than welcome to. I hope some of you were able to connect with some guides. I know I saw a new guide for me. And so if you do want to write anything, you're more than welcome. But I want you to take a moment and think of a number 1 through 4. Just go with your first thought, with your intuition. I was told not to bring cards to this event tonight, but instead that they would feed me what your numbers are going to be. Okay. Number 1. Well, here you go, Ash. Number 1 is music, about using music to help uplift your mood. And so if you're having issues of feeling alone or low energy, sadness, anything like that, to start using energy from music to raise your vibration. And even for some of you who picked number 1, who got music, if you're missing loved ones, even start to play some of the music that they connect to. That will help you feel a stronger connection to them. Okay. Number 2, they're giving me 2 words for number 2. I'm getting tranquility and nature. Spending more time in nature. And if you can't do that, bringing nature to you through plants, crystals, rocks, all kinds of stuff that will help you feel the vibrations of healing that come through nature, that inner peace, that tranquility, the serenity that you get by being connected to nature. And so they're saying that on one hand, they want you to use nature to help you get that tranquil space, but they're calling for lots of nurturing and stuff for you right now. So anything that means serenity, tranquility for you, they want you to really focus on bringing that into your life for those of you who picked number 2. Okay, so number 3, there's lots of people who got 3. That's always my number 2. Okay, where are they going to go with that? Okay, I'm hearing peaceful practice. So on one hand, you're giving yourself that tonight by being here, being a part of guided angel meditation. Other forms of peaceful practice are being called for right now. Perhaps you've fallen out of your routine. They're saying it's time for you to get back on track and having peaceful practice set up. Elements that bring mindfulness into your day. So whether it's starting your morning with deep breathing exercises or short meditation, stopping halfway through the day and allowing yourself to do exercises that allow you to be present, whether it's yoga or taking a walk in nature, something like this that allows you to find that peaceful practice. They're saying that there's too much stress. They want you, I'm a big one, letting go of things from the outside world. If you are getting the message of peaceful practice under the number 3 tonight, and you happen to turn on the news every night and you read, the news feeds coming off of Facebook or Google or whatever, give it a break. What is really changing from day to day that you need to be connected to the news so often? They're saying not a whole lot. So they want you to be mindful of giving yourself time to step away from the drama, the things that are outside of you, and to reconnect on what is yours, who you are, what you need, what you feel, what you know is true. And so they're asking for you to find that peaceful practice, to give yourself some breaks from the outside and really just allow yourself to become more centered and grounded. Okay, let's see what they're going to give us for number 4. Okay, I'm hearing playfulness, and then I'm getting the concept of fairies dancing around. So the fairies, they're a super playful energy. They can be a little bit of tricksters as well, for those of you who are familiar with them. But when the fairies come, they want to play. And so some of this is childlike energy, getting into games and having fun. If it starts to downpour outside, go play in the rain. Like, do things that are playful and let yourself have some fun. Even if you can't be amongst a lot of people right now, it doesn't mean that you have to be stuck to the television, stuck to the internet. You can do lots of fun things. And of course, with the fairies coming around, that playful energy is also connecting to nature as well. So if you've got little ones at home, trying to get outside and have some playtime out there, do nature-inspired activities, but do things that allow you to feel more playful, more fun, more connected to child energy, if you will, and nature energy, playful energy. So tap into your imaginative side. They're also talking about that because for some of you, the 4 is going to be playfulness as it connects to your imagination. So for those of you who really want to work on expanding your natural psychic abilities, because everybody has them. For those of you who want to do that, try doing a little extra brow chakra work. Not a lot. You don't want to give too much focus on this, but do some extra brow chakra work. And part of that work is going to be through expanding your imagination. Sit and actually fantasize about what you want your future to look like. Not just goals, but allow yourself to, if you want, imagine yourself riding on the backs of dragons, little things like this. It helps to expand upon your third eye capabilities, expand upon your imagination, which thus enhances your brow chakra. And so now that a lot of people are obviously home more, this is a great time to start working on stuff like that. Dive into coloring books, try drawing and just being more imaginative, creative. That's going to help you expand upon those abilities as well. So I've seen everybody giving their numbers. Does anybody have a question that they want to ask or anything that they want to say about their gifts? I was picking up on a few different people releasing sadness connected to loss pertaining to loved ones. So I recognize 1 or 2 had lost a parent, like a mother. I was picking up on loss of mother, also some loss of brother and stuff. And so just to understand that even if you were having an experience in this meditation where things are good and you're working on healing and raising your vibration, even if you tap into sadness from that loss, for example, it's still what you needed. And so just rest assured that if you were feeling good and then all of a sudden you tapped into this sadness, you needed to feel it. Sometimes you just need to cry. Sometimes you need to have that release because that's what helps you heal. And so if that's the case for you, just know that if you met your loved one there, that was meant to be as well. I know that when I met my guide, it was a new guide and it was a male energy, which is why I kept saying he will guide you or he's taking your hand, because I say what I see. And so I was getting a male guide, and sure enough, when he put his arms around me, I felt his grand angel wings as well. And as soon as I felt that, I understood that I'd met him before. And so it's a familiar feeling is what you're supposed to get with that, even if you don't fully recognize by sight the guide that steps in for you. But most of the time we do recognize them through their vibration. So you should usually recognize that they do feel familiar for you. Does anyone have any questions? I'm not seeing anyone type anything, so you're all probably just listening, but okay. If I don't get any questions, then I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. But I want to say thank you once again to everybody, not only for tuning in and being a part of Guided Angel Meditation Group tonight, but again, a big shout out to everybody who gave some attention. Yes, it can definitely be somebody you know. I'm going to finish my shout out and then I'll reverberate on that a little bit more. Everybody who has not only donated to throw a dog a bone, but who has just given them attention, even now that they're on your radar, or if you are aware of them for future circumstance, to pass their info on to someone else. We greatly appreciate it. But yes, Courtney, I'm going to answer your question. Yes, definitely be somebody that you know. I would imagine that most people probably saw a guide that was familiar to them. And remember that guides take all different forms. Even your higher self is considered a guide for you, actually. But it is common to connect with angelic guides in these instances, because that's mainly what I channel, that in spirit. And so spirit coming through for you is extremely common as well. And if you have had a barrier in connecting with your loved ones, this is where guided angel meditation is amazing, because together we raise the vibration side, that if you've been blocked from connecting with a loved one, whether through meditation or just even finding symbols, signs that they're there and with you, this can be the breakthrough that you need. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to connect with them constantly. They've got stuff to do on the other side too. And having too frequent of a connection with any guide can actually be a hindrance to your growth and your healing. So just to be mindful of that. But that's where this is awesome, because you get to connect with loved ones that perhaps you haven't been able to thus far on your own. Okay. As far as feeling it right away, Debbie, versus taking a lot of practice. So Debbie's asking if you should be able to be familiar with your loved one or have a lot of energy experience. If you don't meditate often, or if you've hardly meditated ever, you're less likely to get a lot of experience out of this, even though you are connecting. So what I would expect to see for you, for example, Debbie, would be color, lots of color in this, or they're giving me the concept actually of like complete darkness. So almost like you're being shut off, but then extreme peaceful energy, and then like different vibrations. So I would expect to get something like that. So if you don't meditate at all, or if you've got a lot going on and you're not big visually anyways on meditation, then I would expect to see they probably shut you off and then did deep healing work on you, but yet you're getting bits and pieces of everything consciously, yet you're still receiving everything because you're a part of the process. Okay. Can I speak? Okay, I'm reading Gold Lions. Can I speak to Saint Teresa? That has not been a guide who has come through. If you're talking about me personally, that has not been a guide who has come through for me. There have been other sort of saints, if you will, that have come through, ascended masters of all different forms that have come through. I've had connection with Jesus and with God before. So I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're asking, but if you're even asking if it's possible for you yourself to connect with Saint Teresa, yes, of course. There are no limitations to this. You do not have to be a person of the church to be able to connect with saints and angels. That's a block. That's a belief block. And you most certainly can connect with angels, with spirit. They're part of your guidance team. And why should anybody be restricted from connecting to their guides? Okay. Courtney, I can't think it was my dad. I was wondering if I was making it him. No, it's him. Courtney, you need to trust what you're getting. And I say that to everybody. Trust what you are getting. Spirit communicates with us in so many ways. And one of the most common ways that spirit communicates with us is through talking to us. But most of us with clairaudience, it's internal. But yet we've all been taught to believe that if you are hearing a voice in your head, there's something wrong with you. Well, that's not the case. Over time, most of us hear spirit talking to us and angels talking to us, especially as children. And then over time, it kind of becomes the sound of our voice giving us advice internally. It's as soon as you start to recognize, like, oh, that's something my mom would have said who's crossed over, or oh, that's exactly what they would have said. I was just asking for their advice, but now I'm making it up in my head. Well, you're discounting your connection to your loved one. You're discounting the way that they are connecting to you. So they're not going to speak to you in the sound of their own voice. They're going to make it what's comfortable for you. So start to, when you receive connection, whether it's visual, verbal, feeling of your loved one, don't discount yourself. Why not trust what you're getting? What makes you distrust it? Spirit is with us always, and the angels too. And so be mindful of trusting yourself, following what you're getting, because if all of a sudden you're seeing your father, and even though that's what you're hoping for, if you have been so heartbroken to connect with him on your own, you haven't been able to, he's going to come through in an instance like this because you're more relaxed. You're connected to a network of higher vibration. And so allow yourself to trust that, to believe in that. Okay. The very bright rainbow of colors from Ash. I like that. Okay. That is connected to your chakras. That's where the rainbow of light comes from. And so you're receiving balance. You're receiving all this equal energy release, and you're healing. That's healing. You are getting a whole lot of I do Reiki energy. So I don't know if you guys ever go back and watch the video, you'll probably see my hands come up like this throughout the video. But I do that even when we get together in guided angel meditation, because I'm sending out Reiki energy. And so this would be a likening to you, Ash, having a full body attunement, chakra balancing and healing. And you're seeing that, you're getting those rainbows of lights. And so that's awesome. If you keep up with your meditation, Ash, you'll probably start to get more visually moving forward, because if you were able to get all that rainbow of color and you don't meditate often, or you don't get a whole lot on your own, your third eye's working, and you're going to expand from there. Okay. With Christina, didn't see a guide, and that's perfectly fine, because again, I don't expect everybody to be able to see a guide right away. It's going to be a lot more common for you to get a clear face, to see all the elements of the scenery and all of that stuff when you're used to meditating, when you're used to working on visualization. And so even though you couldn't see your guide, it's okay. You may not have been ready for it. And I'm hearing it just has more to do with your third eye development. And so I would encourage you to try some of the other meditations on YouTube where you do get to meet guides, because I can imagine it won't take long that if you got all that other visual but just didn't see, but you could feel the releases and everything else, that it's not going to take long for you to actually see your guide. So I would encourage you to continue on with that. Okay. Yeah, those strong vibrations, Ash, those are awesome. You were having like the elevation of the differentiation between your physical and your light body. And that's pretty sweet. And you would probably do well with astral travel. So you might want to research that. Lindsay's saying, didn't see who came through to me. I kept hearing no, she, when you would say he. Okay, you got a key, and I'm feeling she was telling me of opening you gifts. Okay. Okay, I am getting, she's somehow, Lindsay, your guide is somehow connected to like Fae and Wicca, but it would almost be like a goddess that's connected to Fae and Wicca. I keep getting the imagery of fairy, like the wings and stuff, but I know it's not a fairy because I'm seeing like the tall woman and all the robes and this stuff, but yet she's somehow connected to the Fae, but she's some sort of like Wiccan pagan goddess or something like this. The key, yes, is to unlocking new gifts, unlocking a new future, if you will, and sort of stepping onto a new level. Okay. Oh yeah, you can definitely meditate again later, Debbie. And I will save this to YouTube. So you can come back to the YouTube channel at any time. And when I have time, I'll go back and actually tell you at what point we start the meditation and it ends so that you can just jump right to it. Okay. Oh, Brenda, I'm so glad you got those visuals. I know that sometimes that's a struggle for you. Okay. Pick up scent when you connect with your guide. My sense of certain scent was very high while connecting. Yes, definitely. And I tend to find scent peaking more as it connects to spirit. So you may have, Jessica, you may have been picking up on spirit as one of your guides. Now, that's not the same for everybody, but I see more commonality when people are more sensitive, that tends to be spirit coming through versus something angelic. Okay. Yeah, Lindsay, I think you just need to do some research and see what you feel connected to. If I can come up, because I'm getting some strong imagery, Lindsay, on your pagan Wiccan lady. If I can find something over the next few days, I'll send you a message. Okay. With Margaret, things seems more twilight. I could see imagery, but muted. And that's okay. So Margaret, you would fall into that category of them needing to turn you off a little bit. So if you've been more stressed out lately, if you've had a lot on your plate, this is really common. Sometimes they actually make people feel almost like they're put to sleep, like knocked out. But yet you'll know that there's a certain level of awareness connected to it. And so I would imagine with you, there was probably a greater need to just sort of relax and have that peacefulness and just to receive all the healing. And so you can try the meditation, this exact meditation again later, and see if next time you have a slightly different experience. But if you've got a lot going on that's blocking you mentally, like stress, just different issues, certain circumstance, maybe connected to COVID-19, I don't know, that will block you from your visuals. And you're welcome. Oh, thank you, everyone. Okay. Even if you didn't see a gift, the gift in itself is the healing that you receive and the connection to your guides, the experience as a whole. The gift is kind of like a bonus. I actually didn't think they were going to give us a gift tonight. And so don't fret, especially if you're not used to getting a lot of visuals. It's not, I'm not surprised that you probably didn't get a gift. Okay. It wasn't chocolate. I'll just tell you that, TK. Your gold coin. The gold coin is the purity, conscious connection to the purity that lies within your own heart space, connecting to your solar plexus energy, being aware of your value and your worth, TK. So make sure you pay attention to that, being aware of the purity that lies within your heart and the value and the worth that you hold within. Okay. Grace with your fracture. Okay. For physical healing, I would call on Archangel Raphael and his green light. Okay, Christy, you saw a male guide, but you couldn't get his name. That's okay. You may not have actually been ready to receive his name. They're just saying it's not quite that. It's just more the connection. And so I would try to connect with him again. Sometimes our guides will do these things where they give us like little teasers. So I'll have clients come in for a session And they'll talk all about, I've got this guide. And I'm like, yes, they look like this and blah, blah, blah. I can see them. And they'll say, well, what's their name? I've been asking for their name. And the guide will go, that person needs to get it themselves. So, Christy, essentially, you are being encouraged to start meditating more frequently, specifically to connect with your guides. You have an array of guides that are ready to reveal themselves to you. So be aware of that. And as you start working on meditation, and again, it doesn't have to be you guiding yourself through a quiet meditation. Just jump on YouTube. Use all the resources that are on here, because there's a vast array of amazing meditations. And so let yourself be guided through another meditation where you can meet your guides. And I bet you'll get some names within the next few meditations. Okay. The butterfly. I got a butterfly too. Transformation. And so it may not be, I'm getting that it's not the complete transformation that we might expect to see, that the butterfly is often symbolic of. It's almost like a new level of transformation, if you will. And so you're ready for bigger, brighter, newer things. Any negative patterns that you've had in the past that you've been holding on to, you're ready to let go of. So I would start working on repatterning and starting to create a brighter, better future for yourself moving forward. Okay. I'm glad you're so relaxed. Yay. All right. Oh, Mark, even if you fell asleep, you can go back and listen to the meditation anytime. It will be here on YouTube. And so don't worry about it. You probably needed to rest. Yes, another butterfly. I know the butterflies are really cool. I thought I might get a butterfly when they did give us a gift. And so it was a lot of fun. Butterflies can also just be connected to the timing of the year, because they're saying that that's applicable for some people too tonight, that it's about spring, new beginnings, new circumstances blooming, change that lies within that we've been ready to have emerge. And so, okay. And with the heart, okay, Cheryl, the gift with the heart. They're telling me it's because you need to do more work on your heart chakra. So the heart chakra is our place of joy, inner peace, unconditional love. There's other elements to it as well, like brotherhood, sisterhood, unity, purity. And so really starting to do heart healing work is the focus for you. But this is also, Cheryl, an understanding that you are being gifted unconditional love. Just to remember that purity is within your heart space. So make sure that you work on that for yourself. All right. Thank you. Yes, definitely do. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up with the questions. I've got 2 more here to address, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. The crystal. Oh, sweet. You got the crystal in your meditation. That's sweet. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean, Debbie, but okay, your gift was in the form of a conversation, plenty of good advice, and very embracing. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, this is one of those things. It's a visualization meditation. And so if you are new to meditation, if you are new to this type of meditation, give it a go again, whether it's this one or another one. I've got great resources on YouTube. I've got a bunch that I'm still just waiting to record, but my recording studio is in my home, and I have a 5-year-old in my home. You can imagine how difficult that's going to be for me to record things. So anyhow, give meditation a try. Different forms of meditation will work at different times in your life and on different days. So go easy on yourself. Don't ever force anything, but try the different resources that are out there. Thank you all so much for being a part of Guided Angel Meditation, the first one that ever went viral or virtual. Excuse me, maybe it'll go viral too. I don't know. But thank you all for being a part of this event tonight. And oh, you guys are all so sweet. I appreciate you all. And please, if you need anything moving forward, any guidance, any direction, I'm here. And I will keep you posted on future meditations, because I hope to start doing these regularly again and to give you all the notice that we need. Probably not as long as tonight, but I will have some new meditations coming up live. And so thank you all again. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Sending you all lots of love and light. Bye.